This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, all. This is Satya, faculty.
Good morning,
So,
sir.
yeah, initially for 15-20 minutes, I will discuss with you. So, I have already provided a demo earlier. So, whoever is joined today, just I want to recap the demo, and then we'll continue. First session will be this is the first session. It may be kind of a demo come training. Okay, it will be continued 8 to 9. So first, whoever is joined today, maybe I want to recap the way of training I'm going to teach you for another almost 2.5 months. Okay, the session will be around 2.5 months. So first, let me brief about introduction about the way how I'm going to teach you all those things. Then, if you have any doubts, we can discuss. Okay, Microsoft Dynamics F&O. This is the product name, Microsoft Dynamics F&O. This is a product name. Many people will think like F&O means it is a finance. No, it is finance and operations. This is the product name is finance and operations. So earlier the product name is in the initially it was Accepta. Then later it was changed as Dynamics AX. Now recently they have renamed as this one. Based on the versions, the name of the product is changed. This is also just like Tally or SAP like that. Okay, of course, Tally is a very small product. SAP is a very big product. Dynamics AX also very big product. Okay, so in this there are many modules available. Let me go to this one. These are many modules. Finance, one module. Trade and logistics is another module. Manufacturing, one module. And then WMS, TMS, that means transportation management and warehouse management. Warehouse management and transportation management. There's a recently, I mean to say 4 or 5 years back introduced. This is also a big subject. Retail is one module. HR and payroll is another module. Project management and accounting, another module. And administration, this is a techno-functional task. These are modules. So I'm expecting finance and the logistics. I'm sorry. Advanced warehouse management and transportation management and project accounting, and then manufacturing. So manufacturing, I know about the operations, how it will be, but domain knowledge, I'm not expert. Means this is mid-level expert, this one. But regularly I'm teaching finance, trade and logistics, and advanced warehouse management. These 3 modules regularly I'm teaching. So I'm not expert in retail. I'm not expert in HR and payroll. And some extent I'm expert, but not much. This is techno-functional because I have almost total 20 years of experience, 21 years of experience in different modules. But in Dynamics F&O, Dynamics application, it is almost 12 to 13 years. 12 to 13 years I'm working. Fine. I have provided more than 400 employees till now. It may be around 420, 430 something. 400 plus employees I have provided training about this Dynamics. I'm working employee, so this is my hobby to provide training in the mornings. Okay, fine. So if you want to learn any ERP, not only Dynamics, any ERP, if you want to learn, what is the sequence or what is the way we need to learn? First one is you need to have domain knowledge or functional knowledge. Domain knowledge or functional knowledge is the first most important. Means you need to speak with business users. You need to speak with your business users. What do you mean by business users? I will explain you. Okay, you need to speak with people a lot. Then if you know their terminology, you can speak. Suppose if you want to speak with the Chinese people, Mandarin is the language you need to learn, then only you can speak. Or that like a Chinese person should know about English. So in the same manner, the terminologies a lot you need to understand. Domain knowledge or functional knowledge. Example, sales order, sales invoice, purchase order, product receipt, vendor invoice, GRN, tracking slip, delivery challan DC, delivery order DO, vendor payment, customer payment. These terms you don't know about this one. First initially, you may or may not. Then first I will introduce all those things. It is most important. Next, you need to learn little bit technical knowledge. Little technical knowledge. Little technical knowledge means even though you are not expert in mobile repair, you will try to do yourself. Means you will go to your cache memory, you will remove the cache memory, you will try to restart the mobile if it is not working. Even laptop also, you will try your initial level of searching if it is not working. If it is really not able to do it, then you will, then only will go to the technician. In the same manner, little bit technical knowledge you should know. What do you mean by little bit technical knowledge? Means suppose radio button, drop down, text, boolean, or tab, fast tab. So small words you need to know. And what is the technologies inside? SQL Server, .NET, Visual Studio. Okay, X++ is the language. SSRS reports. There are small terminologies you should know. You are not going to become a technical consultant, but you need to know about technology little bit terminology you should know. Next, you need to know about ERP concepts. What do you mean by ERP concepts? Means like ledger subledger concept, enterprise level data, number sequences, physical calendars, small things you should know about ERPs concepts. You will understand those things later. Next, dynamics F&O, how to operate. This is what, where, which, when, and why. All W questions. This is how to operate. Okay, this is around 60% you should know. This is 40%. Means many people will think like, if I learned how to operate, I can get a job. No, you need to speak. You need to convey the information, whatever you have in your mind or whatever it is there. You need to speak a lot with the business users or with your colleagues, developers, or with any interviewer or anything. Okay, then some interview techniques. Little bit interview techniques you need to have. And apart from this one, if you are going to learn finance module, then you need to have commerce knowledge. Okay, to learn all these things, what is your qualification required? If you ask me, for me 10th standard is enough. Your 10th standard knowledge is enough to learn these things. So even though you don't know about debits and credits, I will give clarifications on debits and credits. I mean to say, it does not mean that you have to have commerce knowledge, then only you will learn finance. Without that also you can learn. This is possibility with your 10th knowledge. But if you want to get a job, I cannot predict like, if you want to get a job, companies will look for your education qualification. Definitely it will be. That is for company. This is for learning all these things. Okay, education qualification and communication skills. Your communication skills, the way how you are speaking is most important. And practice with the system. Practice with the system and opportunity in the market. These are in your scope. These are my scope. Okay, if you want to learn, first you need to learn transactions, you need to learn masters, you need to learn setups and configurations. So first I will teach you transactions. In reality, you are not going to do these transactions in the system. Actually, that is not your task. Your task is this one. But if you don't know about transactions, you cannot learn these things. Okay, after this, you will understand like legal entity creation. And setups and configurations. Then masters creation, then transactions. This means it is a sample project. I'm going to show you sample project. So many people will ask like, can I learn real-time scenario? That's what this one. Many people, their word is real-time scenario, real-time scenarios. That's what here. Everything I will explain in the notepad. The real-time scenario means what is the purpose you are going to use, why we need to use, in which situations this form you need to use. So this kind of thing you need to learn. That's what real-time scenario. Everything I will explain in the notepad, and I will open the paint brush and I will draw diagrams like this and wherever it is needed, so that you can understand, you can correlate whatever you are learning. Okay, and this session will be finance session now. So I will teach both finance and T&L, but now the current batch 8 to 9 is finance only, 8 to 9. So actually 6 to 7 and 7 to 8, it is batch is running already. This is T&L, trade and logistics, and this is finance. Usually I will conduct. Now because many people, it is 2.5 months, I mean to say almost nearly 10 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks. The session 8 to 10 weeks. It is Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday. But actually because of this 2 months means many people cannot wait for so much time. That is the reason I'm conducting now now this batch 8 to 9. 8 to 9. Now this is finance. This batch, if you want T&L, anyone is looking for T&L, next month I will start. Next month I will start. But now it is finance. Okay. So any more quick questions, please? Anyone? Any quick questions? Otherwise, if you don't have much questions, we'll discuss after 15 minutes. Let me explain the product. I mean to say the domain knowledge first, another 15 minutes. Otherwise, if you have immediate questions, no, I don't want. First, I want my doubts should be clear. Then please unmute. You can speak with me. Anyone? So if nothing, then let me proceed. Please interrupt me at any point of time. If you have any doubts, I told you only 15-20 minutes. I want time. So I have spoken whatever it is, the way whatever I'm going to teach you. Okay. So if you want to interrupt me at any point of time, please interrupt me, because in your mind, if you have doubt, that will not be clear. If it is not cleared, you cannot concentrate what I am teaching. If you want to understand anything, first you should be very much clear about your doubts. Okay, so yes, please.
So, good morning. When do you want us to ready with this cloud-based application or on-premise?
Okay, you want to regarding environment, am I right? You are talking about environment access. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So for this, 1 second. Give me a second. Yeah, I missed the topic. That point, to be frankly, fine. So at the earliest, max to max 1 week. So for this, I will give you one mobile number. Mobile number, Rajshekhar. You can get it installed by paying a simple amount, small amount. You can get it installed with that guy. Just give me a minute. I will give you. No problem. 1 second. Just a minute. Fine. So let me give the mobile number. That guy. You can get it installed as soon as possible you want. So it is 94942 54826. Okay. So for initially for 1 week it is fine. Without this environment, you can listen. I mean to say, if even if you're not practicing, no issues. But after 1 week, okay. If you don't mind a small request, everyone joined as administrator. Can you rename your names? Because I cannot understand who is that person. So if you rename your name with admin, like you have joined as administrator, you can, if you rename, that will be great helpful to me, so that we can understand your names. Fine. So this person you can contact. If you are in Hyderabad, if you reach him, he will charge very less charges, small amount. If there is a like remote access, I mean to say, you are not from Hyderabad, you are from suppose other states of the city, other cities, or if you are from other country, then there is no chance. You need to take remote access. So he will do it. For that one, he will charge a little bit more charges. Okay, whether I have given answer to your question?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Fine. Now let me open this one, not paintbrush. So you are going to join in a software company. You are going to join in a software company, and you are going to work on this company. So these companies are called Microsoft partner companies. This is called Microsoft software company. Example, just I'm giving you Accenture, TCS, Infosys, Hitachi, Wipro, HCL. Just I'm giving example. Godrej, Sonata, Godrej. Like this, there are many companies. These all are software companies. You are going to join in these companies as an engineer, right? But to learn this application, you need to imagine you are running a business. What business you are running means, suppose you are purchasing washing machines and you are selling washing machines. If you are purchasing laptops, you are selling laptops, you are selling mobiles, like any business, so that you can understand this ERP. If you want to understand ERP, you need to imagine like you are working for you are running a business. That business company is called client. This is called client. This is also company. This is also company, but you are working in a company, and what your target is, you are going to implement this Microsoft Dynamics application in this client. So if you want to understand better, you need to imagine like this is your business. This is your business client. Now you are purchasing material from different companies. You are purchasing material, washing machines, laptops, LEDs, everything you cannot manufacture. So maybe one items, two items you may be manufacturing, that is different scenario. So now you are purchasing this material. From other companies, those companies are called suppliers or vendors. These companies are called, this is also company. These companies are called suppliers or vendors, and whatever you are doing purchase, that is called purchase process. Or procurement process. Purchase process or procurement process. So you are purchasing material from this company to this one. Okay, so these companies are called purchases. This, sorry, I'm sorry, someone is disturbing. Anything discuss? Venkatreddy, anyone, do you want to discuss anything? Venkatreddy? Okay, no problem. So these companies are called suppliers or vendors, and this process is called purchase process or procurement process. Next one is, you are selling this item to different companies. You are going to sell these items to different companies. These companies are called customers. These companies are called customers. Customer account or customer. So you are going to sell this item. You are going to sell these items to different customers. This is called sales process. This is called sales process. To understand this procurement process or purchase process, in the system you need to understand one module called procurement and sourcing module. Procurement and sourcing module, you need to understand one module in the system, it is procurement sourcing. And to understand about the sales process, you need to understand one module called sales and marketing. Okay, because you are maintaining, you are purchasing items, you are selling items, that is called product. That is, you need to understand about this one, product information management. Because if you want to understand that one, product a lot you need to map. For this product, whether I want to map batch number, serial number, whether I need to map color, size, style. There are so many things you need to understand about the product. That is product information management. And then inventory management. Inventory management means how many items purchased, how many sold, I need to understand, right? So for that, we need to understand inventory management. Okay, so these all are covered as 4 modules, whatever it is there. These all are covered as a trade and logistics. Those are called, these all modules will be covered in trade and logistics. Give me a second. Okay, this is this entire left side, whatever it is there, it is trade and logistics module. This is called trade and logistics. Now you have purchased this material, means you have received material. Now for that material you need to pay money. You need to pay money to this vendor companies. To this vendor companies, you need to pay money. So for this understanding, you need to understand about payment process. You need to understand payment process. So because you are receiving money, you are receiving material. So vendor is sending material to me, means I'm receiving material. If I'm receiving material, for that material I need to pay money. I need to pay money. For that, one module called accounts payable module. Because I need to pay money to the suppliers or vendors, because I'm receiving material, washing machines, laptops, air conditioners, whatever it may be, I'm receiving. Against that one, I need to pay money. To pay money, we need to understand accounts payable module. And I need to collect money or receive money from the customer. Because I have sold material, I have dispatched material to the customer, definitely I need to receive money. To receive money, need to receive money. Need to receive money. To receive money, I need to understand one module called accounts receivable. One module called accounts receivable. So to pay money, I need to understand accounts payable module. To receive money, accounts receivable. And to do these things, I cannot do always cash. It may be bank. So we need to understand cash and bank module. Because if you want to receive money or if you want to pay money, you need to have cash and bank. And once it is paid, once it is received, once it is paid, I need to understand what is the profit. So for that, I need to understand general ledger module. What is this general ledger module means? Like the profitability and everything I need to verify. So you need to understand accounts payable module, you need to understand accounts receivable module, and then cash and bank, general ledger, and two more modules. Fixed assets means you will have a building, you will have furniture, equipment you need to maintain. Those things will be maintained as fixed assets. Next one is budgeting. Budgeting is actually like the control on your expenses. The control on your expenses. And some more modules, small modules, actually major 6 modules: accounts receivable, accounts payable, cash and bank, general ledger, fixed assets, budgeting. But there are some more modules, sub modules: credit and collections. Earlier, this credit and collections is a part of accounts receivable. Earlier in previous application AX 2012, it is a part. Now recently, it was separated as 2 modules. And in this general ledger also, there is a taxation, is a 1 module. Earlier it is same, but it was separated. Next one is consolidation. Okay, to be frankly, these 2 submodules are part of general ledger in previous applications. Now it was merged. So it is 9 modules for naming convention, but it is 6 modules majorly. So what is the versions means here? AX 2009, 12 years back it was released. AX 2009, it is 5.0, 5.1. AX 2012, previous versions, it is 6.0, 6.1, 6.2, 6.3. Now D365 10.0. So Dynamics 365 7.0, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 8.0, 8.1 versions also exist, but nowadays it was removed. It was removed, and it was removed means, I mean to say, everyone should be upgraded from here to here. It is must. And even 5.0 AX 2009, it is outdated. There is no, Microsoft is not supporting, and AX 2012 also Microsoft is not supporting. Of course, many clients are using AX 2012, but Microsoft will not give any support. But independently you can work. Dynamics 365 is a web-based application. This is web-based application. This is desktop application. These two are desktop applications. This is web-based application. Anyone has any idea what is the difference between desktop application and web-based application? Anyone has any idea? What is the difference?
Desktop application means it should be installed on the client server. Main server will be there. For each user, a client will be installed. Web-based application means through Google or Chrome, we can start using with URL access.
Okay, so yeah, perfect answer. Any best example for web-based application which we are day to day we are using a lot? In day to day life we are using a lot one web-based application. Anyone has any guesses? In day to day life
we can say Microsoft Word.
Okay, Word is a,
Yeah.
you can get installed in your system. Okay, of course, maybe, but it is partially. But in day-to-day life, we are using a lot web-based application. If you are working in a company, any company, not only Dynamics or not only IT, if you are working in a company, you are getting salary. So that salary is created into your bank account. That bank account you are accessing without any connection through internet, with the username, with the link, with username and password. That is the best example for web-based application. Because if you have ICICI Bank, if you have HDFC Bank, if you have Axis Bank, if you have SBI, what are you doing? You are getting into this link like any browser, and then you are entering your username, you are entering password. With that one, you are able to access the environment. Okay, of course, with the restrictions, you cannot be an administrator kind of thing, but you are a user for that bank. Just I'm giving you a simple example. Okay, fine. So whatever I have discussed till now, any doubts, any clarifications in this one? This is module level, high level picture I have given. So this is finance. This is finance. So we are going to, I'm going to cover this module in next coming sessions about this one, finance module. In finance, you are going to learn 6 sub modules and 3 sub modules also there. Altogether it is 9. So it will take 2.5 months time. almost 10 weeks time to understand about this one. Questions? Any doubts? Anyone?
Sir,
Yeah.
am I audible?
Yeah, please. Rajendra.
Yeah, one quick question actually. Since there are ample of modules in the like Microsoft Dynamics, so you are going to teach us only 6 to 7, 8 modules, I guess. So apart from that, if client requires any modules other than those 8, so what would be your call on that? Like, what do we?
So
Yeah.
if you know about SAP, like FICO is one module, SD is one module, and MME is one module, PP is one module. These are SAP words. So one person cannot learn every module. It is impossible. You cannot learn every module. So as like experts, maybe one person can learn in general 2 modules. In general, 2 modules. You can learn finance and T&L, or T&L with WMS TMS, or T&L with manufacturing, or T&L with retail. So or finance and trade and logistics. Otherwise, finance and project management accounting. So either to initially I'm telling you, initially you can learn 1 module or 2 modules. You cannot learn all these things. Company cannot recruit, like companies cannot utilize you in all modules at a time. So that is depends. So it may be maybe finance, like trade and logistics and manufacturing, or trade and logistics with this one, or this is a combination, maybe 2 or 3, or this one, or only finance. So always the highest demand is finance. Highest demand is finance. Next one is actually manufacturing, but manufacturing people are very less. So just in my opinion, I'm telling you, maybe a 60-70% this one, 25 to 30% this one, and 5 to 10% this is one. But even 5 to 10% people are also not available. The reason behind, if you don't know about manufacturing terminology properly, you cannot succeed. It is very complex. So no one is teaching in the market. So the demand highest is finance, and this one trade and logistics, and of course warehouse management, transport management. This manufacturing, if you have opportunity to learn, definitely a good resource. If it is any person is there, you can learn this one. It is a very rare skill and complex. And even this one also, project management accounting. So one person cannot learn everything, Rajendra. Whether I have given answer to your question?
Yeah, I think one more question actually. There are accounts receivable, accounts payable, general ledger. What do we call those? Usually like configurations? Or, sorry. Yeah, these all are cash and modules.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are
So
sub-modules.
there are ample of modules in this particular finance, right? So is it enough? Like if we go with only these 6 or 7 modules, like which you are going to teach us?
That is enough. Yes, that is enough. If you want to become a finance consultant,
Excellent.
is one. If you want to become a trader, so in this there is a overlap. Look at this one. So I will teach some topics both for finance and T&L, but here some topics are intersection. Example, I will tell you item model group, item model group, and item model group is definitely whether my voice is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, because one person is pinging me like Yashu. I think you need to verify your network, Yashu. So remaining people are able to hear properly. Network issue maybe from your end, Yashu. Fine. So one person, you can learn, you can get the finance options, finance module, like you can have requirement in the market like only finance, or if you learn both finance and T&L, that will be good also. Okay, Rajendra?
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine. but actually the meaning only if you are learning T&L, you can get into entry into the Dynamics world or tech IT industry with that one, but you cannot survive longer for this one. What it means, if you want to grow your career, definitely you cannot be in this one, because fresh blood will come into this area a lot. Like junior people, they are not expert in the product, like, or their mindset is they are average guys, or suppose I don't know about finance, I don't want to go for finance, then the entry part is with T&L first. Once you learn this one, after 1 year or 2 years, you need to look for either finance, you need to look for manufacturing, or advanced warehouse management, transportation management, or retail. In this you cannot grow faster, but entry part easy. So even so many developers who is going to do coding developers, they are also learning for knowledge purpose. Okay, fine. Any questions, quick questions please? Any more questions? So if nothing, then let me go to the application first. Let me show you. This is installed in my local system. In my laptop it was installed. So I'm opening this application. So if you want to understand finance, you need to understand 4 transactions first. One is vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, and customer payment. Vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment. Vendor invoice means vendor will send the invoice copy to you by giving the details like this is the like washing machine charges or washing machine price, and suppose 20,000 is the washing machine price, and 1,000 rupees is the transportation charges, and taxes it is 2,000. Altogether it is 23,000. That invoice copy will be given by vendor. You will update in the system. This vendor will give the invoice copy. You will receive that. You need to update in the system. At that time you will record like in the system, like I need to pay money to the vendor. It is a credit. I need to pay to the vendor. It is a credit amount. Once you have paid amount to the vendor, then it is a debit. Okay, you will understand debits and credits. Don't worry. So if you want to understand this dynamics, first thing is for finance consultant, these 4 transactions are important. Vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment. Vendor invoice means the invoice copy will be generated by vendor and he will send to you and you will update in your system. Vendor payment means you are giving amount to the vendor. Actually the same, actually it is, I'm showing in the reverse direction. Okay, same vendor, I need to pay money to the vendor and I need to send invoice copy to the customer. You are going to send the invoice copy to the customer. You are going to invoice, you are generating invoice and you are submitting to your customer. Then customer will pay money, means I will receive money from the customer. That is, customer is doing payment. This is vendor payment. So these 4 transactions you should know initially. Vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice, customer payment. Understood? This vendor invoice can be done in 4 different scenarios, 4 ways or scenarios. 4 ways we can do it. One is invoice journal. Second one is purchase order to invoice. One is invoice journal, second one is purchase order to invoice. There is third one, pending vendor invoice. Fourth one is invoice register and approval journal. Invoice register and approval journal. So four different ways available. Four different ways available. So why these many options given? What is the purpose of these options? I will explain you one by one. First one is invoice journal. Let us understand this one, how to create in the system. So in the same manner, customer invoices can be done in two different ways. One is free text invoice. Another one is sales order to invoice. Okay, these four transactions, if you know about debits and credits, you understood finance. That is a major topic important. Four topics: vendor invoice, vendor payment; customer invoice, customer payment. Okay, so slowly you will understand all these things. In a couple of days, you are going to learn one by one, one by one. First one is invoice journal. What is the purpose of this invoice journal? Suppose you are purchasing water bottles. Why you are purchasing these water bottles? To accommodate my employees, because I need to arrange minimum requirements. Water bottles I need to arrange. I need to purchase notepads. I need to purchase pens. I need to purchase A4 stationery. These items are why I am purchasing, to give it to my employees so that my business should be running properly. So as I told you, if you want to understand better about this application, you need to imagine, you are not working in this company. You need to imagine like I'm running my business. Okay, for this vendor, who are you? Leave it, because for this vendor it is a customer. So many people will think for this vendor this is a customer, for this customer this is a vendor. Don't imagine like that. In your commerce or in your BCom, teacher, like lecturer or teacher, has explained in a different manner. But you need to understand now, in this there are four different types of companies. One is software companies, another one is client company, another one is supplier companies, another one is customer companies. These are four different types of companies. Okay, this is called client, means you are running your business. Fine. So this one is, suppose you are running your business. Now in this company there are so many employees. Yes, please. Any questions?
Yeah, here client refers to the person who is like giving the appropriate domains to the people, right? Client refers to the owner of the company, right?
Yes, exactly, owner of the company. So you need to imagine like you are running your business. You have opened, suppose Rama, your name, Rama Electronics I have opened, and I'm starting
Yeah.
business and I'm running my business. If you imagine that one, you can easily understand the application. Otherwise you cannot.
Okay, got it.
Okay, fine. So to understand not only Dynamics ERP, any ERP, whether it is a SAP, whether it is a Tally, whether it is a Focus, whether it is a, there are so many Oracle apps, PeopleSoft, there are so many ERPs in the market. If you imagine like you are running your business, then you can easily understand the ERP. Otherwise you cannot. Okay, fine. So for this company, this is your company. You need to accommodate these water bottles. You need to accommodate notebooks, right, to write down. Pens you need to arrange. You need to arrange A4 stationery. You need to arrange like tissue papers, whatever it may be. You need to arrange so many things. For that, you need to purchase material, that is called invoice journal. That is called invoice journal. Now second option, you are purchasing laptops, you are purchasing washing machines, you are purchasing refrigerators. If it is any spelling mistake, please leave it. Refrigerators. Like you are purchasing, this one is why you are purchasing, not for your employees. This is for trading item and for your business. This is trading item. If you are purchasing material for sales, then it is a trading item. At that time, you will use purchase order invoice. If you are using this one, invoice journal means you are purchasing but not material. This material is not for sales. This is for your internal accommodation. You are arranging the benefits to your employees. Otherwise, they cannot work. They want water bottles. So they are bringing water bottle from their home, one bottle. Then it is over. Then what they will do? They will not go outside. You need to arrange water bottle, water. Okay, you need to arrange notebooks. Okay, so let me show you in the system how to do it, these transactions. So this is installed in my system. This is a demo environment given by Microsoft, trial version given by Microsoft. So that environment have like that Rajshekhar has installed in my system. So I'm using this one. So I'm clicking on Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer. Openly, if I speak frankly, I speak in the client place, you need to have link and you need to have username and password. Here it is installed in my local system. That is the reason it is not asking username and password. But in the real-time scenario, it will ask you username and you need to enter username and password. Then only you can access in the client place wherever you are going to implement. But this application is configured in your local system, so it is opening directly. It is opening directly. So while learning, suppose you want to learn cycle, a bicycle, then you need to learn very slowly first. Once you are stabilized to stand on the like bicycle and you are comfort, then you will increase your speed. In the same manner, whenever I'm teaching, I will go very slowly, but I will increase the speed later on. But you cannot imagine like I'm going that much speed. Because slowly it will be increased. Okay, fine. Now look at this one in the top corner. You will find USMF company. There are so many companies. There are so many companies in the top. Like one is the first company is DAT company. It is a standard company given by Microsoft. And another Brazil company, China company, like Germany company, like France company. There are so many companies. For understanding purpose, initially try to use USMF company. USMF company means USA company. USA company. Try to use USMF company first, because there are so many companies. You will understand slowly later. But now, for practicing purpose, you need to open the USMF company, because in that company all the setups are configured in a proper manner. In remaining companies also there, but it is a little bit complex to you to in the initial stage. Later on you can do whatever you want. Okay, fine. We are in USMF company. Left side here in this, if you click on these 3 arrow marks, these are modules. There are so many modules available. Okay, the first module is accounts payable module. Accounts payable module. And if you expand all, you will get confused a lot. Don't confuse. Click on collapse all. Click on collapse all. Now invoices, invoice journal. Okay, invoice journal. Click on new button. Click on new button. So from the drop down, this is called drop down. This is new button, drop down. We are selecting invoice. So this is, you can configure as per your requirement. I mean to say, as per the client requirement, you need to configure this one. This is setups and configurations. Okay, at this point you don't know what is this, how to create, but later on you will understand how to do this setup. Okay, my focus is initially transactions. Then after that you are going, actually your task is this one: legal entity or company creation, setups and configurations, and masters. This is your task. Transaction is not your task, but you need to give support to the business people. Then what he is doing this one. If he is doing this one, like if you don't know what he is doing, how can you guide, or how can you teach, or how can you help? So for that you need to understand this one as well. Okay, fine, we are learning that one. Now click the new button, and the journal batch number is populated automatically. What is this journal batch number? From where it is coming? You need to understand, that is number sequence. You need to understand number sequence. You are going to learn that number sequence also after some time. And in the drop down, we have selected invoice journal. Okay, give me 1 minute or 2 minutes. Let me finish, and then if you have any doubts, you can ask me. So let me click on lines button. I'm clicking on lines button, or you can click on this journal batch number. Anything is fine. I'm clicking on lines button. Okay, so date is coming automatically somewhere else. I will explain you where it is from and how it is. And voucher number is coming automatically. That also number sequence I will discuss with you after some time. Now vendor account. Here we have so many vendors. Vendor 1001, vendor 1002, vendor 1003, vendor US 001. Whatever the way you want, you can create. There are so many vendors. So here one is ACME Office Supplies 1001 vendor. So from this vendor I have received invoice number is, I have received invoice copy from the vendor. So that invoice number is, it is 104-001 something number. This is invoice copy received from the vendor. And invoice date, this is because he sends the material to me. Suppose water bottles, for that bottles he will give the invoice copy. That invoice copy number I need to enter, and invoice date is I need to enter. So at the time of invoice, vendor account will be credited. Suppose it is $25. $25. So why it is credited, I will discuss with you. You will understand slowly. If you are not a commerce background, I will discuss with you what is credit. What is credit and what is debit, we'll discuss most probably tomorrow. Okay, this is expenses, like purchase expenses I have selected. Office expenses I'm entering. Now I'm clicking on post button. I'm clicking on post button. So here in the description I can write down for water bottles. I missed that one. Just usually the accountants, what they will do, whatever they have purchased, that it will update in the description. Let me show you. So here in the description we can enter. Actually I missed. In the description I can enter like for water bottles so and so. This is the invoice copy number, invoice amount, and if you verify the voucher, it is expenses account data to vendor account credit. So here expenses account, this is office supplies expenses account debit, okay, and vendor account credit. So as per the commerce, debit means positive, debit means positive, credit means negative. So here it is, this one is debit and this one is credit. Okay, regarding this debits and credits, I will discuss with you. For commerce people, it is debit and credit. For science people, it is plus and minus, simple, plus and minuses. Yeah, any doubt in this, please, anyone can ask me. And please respond to Institute Visual Path. They are asking about your email ID and mobile number, because if you provide your mobile number and email ID, the link will be changed, because initially it will be keep on changing, so that they can intimate you that this is a this is a new link. The link will be changed in like maybe day after tomorrow. Means Wednesday, new link will be given to you. So if it is a new link, then you cannot get that link. So for that only it is asking.
Yeah, sir, I have a doubt. This
Yeah.
offset account that you have just explained, can you please explain once again?
Sure, definitely.
Yeah.
So for any transaction in any ERP, one positive, one negative should be entered always. So the total amount is zero. The total amount is zero. Always one transaction positive, one transaction negative. That is commerce process. Commerce procedure is always 1 plus 1 minus, total should be 0. So here why it is credit, vendor is minus. Why it is minus? Plus means your money, your asset, plus asset means asset will be represented plus. Here asset means, example, like suppose you have a home, you have an apartment, then it is an asset. If you have a laptop, it is an asset. If you have a bank account, in that you have amount, that is an asset. If you have a car, it is an asset. So that is positive. And if you have liability means anyhow it will be covered in detail tomorrow. Liability means minus. Minus means, like example, you have credit card, need to pay 20,000. Then you need to pay this money to your bank. If you have car loan, it is a loan, you need to pay. If you have house loan, home loan, EMI, you need to pay. Those are called liabilities or negatives. So here in this vendor invoice journal, I have received money, sorry, I have received material. I have received material from the vendor. Am I right? I received material from the vendor. Agree?
Yes,
Then
yes.
I need to pay money. Then I need to
So
pay
here
money.
water bottles are debited, no?
Yeah. So expenses
So here
debited.
water bottles are debited.
Expenses are debited. I will discuss with you about expenses later. But now I am talking about vendor. I'm talking about vendor. Vendor is credited. Park this one, debit later. First vendor is credit, because I need to pay money to the vendor. I need to pay money to the vendor. It is credit. Actually, as per the golden rules, so if you are any commerce people are there are 3 golden rules. Anyhow, in detail we'll discuss tomorrow golden rules. Anyone can help me? Golden rules. What are the 3 golden rules? Personal
Debit what
Debit
comes
on
goes out.
debit, personal account.
Debit the
What is that?
receiver.
Debit
Debit
the
what comes,
receiver.
debit the
Credit
receiver.
Credit the giver.
Okay, credit the giver. This is personal account. Next, nominal account and yeah.
Debit
Debit
all
all
what comes in.
losses.
Debit
Debit all
What
expenses
comes
and losses.
Debit all
yeah,
expenses, losses, credit all incomes and gains.
what
Incomes
comes
and
in
gains.
what comes
what
in.
and
Credit
credit
what
what.
goes out.
This is real accounts. Am I right? Real accounts. Next, nominal accounts.
Debit all expense and losses and credit
Debit
all
the
profit and
expenses, debit the
Expenses
expenses,
and loss.
losses,
Expenses and incomes.
credit
income.
income or gains. Here it is loss. Okay, so if you apply credit the giver means he has given the material to me, so credit the giver, or credit what goes out, because I need to pay money to the vendor. It is I need to pay money, so you can apply this one, credit the giver, he has given the material to me. So these two rules, there will be a lot of confusion to many people, even commerce people also. These two rules you need to apply in the balance sheet. In the balance sheet you need to apply, particularly for commerce people I'm speaking. Tomorrow I will discuss this one for commerce people who knows about what is the balance sheet, and this one is need to apply P&L accounts, for P&L account. Then it will be easy for you. Debit the expenses. The expenses, now whatever it is there, it is expenses. Debit the expenses. That rule I'm applying. And credit the giver. He is giving the material to me. Credit the giver. That rules we are applying now. So expenses account debtor to vendor account credit. These things tomorrow I will discuss with you in detail. Just I have given clarification only. Debits and credits we'll discuss tomorrow in detail. Whether I have given answer to your question, or whoever is asked me.
Yes, it's answered.
So about the debits and credits, definitely we'll discuss in detail tomorrow in detail, because I need to coordinate, I need to cover this one topic for both commerce people and non-commerce people. Because for non-commerce people, they can understand plus minus, BTech graduate or anyone, they will understand plus minus. For commerce people, they are clear about debits and credits. I need to coordinate or I need to communicate to both, so that both people need to understand. Okay, fine. Any more questions, please? Any more questions? Any more doubts?
Sir, what is the system configuration required, sir, for this application?
So fine. Okay, now you are coming to this installation. So usually 16 GB is the best.
Okay, sir.
12 GB manageable. So if it is 8 GB, you can discuss with this guy. You can discuss
Okay,
with this guy, and he will help you on how to like increase your RAM, what is the possibilities and everything. He will help you. If it is a 4 GB, if it is 4 GB, you cannot. It will not support. Okay, frankly I'm speaking, because I have laptop, personal laptop, 4 GB and 16 GB. Yes, please. Yeah.
So what is your laptop model, sir, for this application you are using?
It is my laptop is Lenovo Flexi 5. I got this one from one of my friend is working in USA. Of course, I traveled USA, but it is not possible nowadays. Am I right? So whenever he's coming back to me, yeah, like 3 years back, he brought to me in 2018 or something. He brought that. At that time, this model is not exist. Actually, it is 360 degrees rotate and everything. Now it is available. Lenovo Flexify. So it is not only this one. Any model you can purchase. It's not like only one specific. You can purchase any model as per your comfort. But my suggestion, if you are purchasing,
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Go with
Sir, whether hard disk capacity will be 256 GB will be sufficient?
No, actually nowadays at least minimum computers everyone it is 500 GB or 1 TB or 2 TB. This is the configuration available in the market. Okay,
because
in the market.
SSD means we are getting 256.
So 125 GB hard disk is enough.
125 hard disk. Okay.
Space. You are talking about space, am I right? The sticks.
Yeah. Yes.
This is enough. But in the market, I saw majority this is the scenario. But if it is 250, yes, we can manage it. But you are not going to use your personal, because personal laptop always will have some data, right?
Yes.
Better to go with 500 GB. Otherwise, you can purchase a external hard disk, and you can copy that one into external hard disk, and you can store if you want.
Okay, in that case, we can have 256 SSD and 500 GB external, and we can manage.
Yeah, you can manage. But the minimum.
We are not able to hear you.
Hello? Yes, sir. Are you people able to hear us voice?
Issue from last 1 or 2 minutes, it was technical issue. If anyone is speaking, I'm sorry, but it is a technical issue. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now it is. Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, someone else is speaking.
I have a question. After posting, you added the description. After posting the journal, can we edit or can we modify the journal?
No. I have not modified actually. I have not updated any description. So any global ERP, there is a thumb rule. Any global ERP, once it is posted, you cannot modify.
Okay. Thanks.
This is applicable for any global ERP. Don't compare with Tally. Tally is a different function. So always any transaction, if it is posted, you cannot modify.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, welcome. Anything else, team? Anyone, please? Any more questions?
This class recordings will be available, right, sir?
Yes. Recording will be available. Institute will be record the sessions. I will do recording, but the recording sessions will be uploaded in the separate server, and it will be given to you. Only you can access view only. You cannot download. It is only view purpose. It will be available, and once course is completed, after that also it will be available minimum to minimum 6 months to 9 months.
Okay.
6 to 9 months it will be available, so that you can access at any point of time, and you can revisit and you can understand.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Any more questions, please?
Are you going to cover workflow?
Not in depth, but high level picture only, because workflow is a techno-functional. Utilization, I will explain you a little bit, not in depth, because that is you are going to use that function. Workflow, batch jobs, or data management framework, and setups, printings, and everything. It is a part of system administration. It is I can show you high level picture. I cannot teach you. So there are two words. One is teaching, one is guiding or lecturer. So teacher and lecturer. Teacher is, he will give clear picture like in detailed explanation so that you can understand everything. Lecturer means just he will keep on speaking. He may or may not follow you, or whether you are following or not, there is a different scenario. So I can give you teaching on these subjects, but for this one I can give you lecturer, means kind of clarifications, doubts, and minimums like functions, but not, I'm not going to teach you, because if this workflow is stuck and it is not working, you need to debug it with the help of technical. Agree? There is a techno-functional.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, even batch jobs also, because we can use it, but if it is any struck something, we don't know, being a functional.
Hi Satya, is it? I think this is something like futuristic related to certification. So,
Okay.
what would be the duration for certification? So, usually, like after taking certification, how much time will it be under? Like 1 year or 2 years or permanent kind of?
So see, I'm certified in AX 2009. I'm certified in AX 2012 normal 6.0 6.0 version, and even 6.3 version also I'm certified, and the D312 also I'm certified. So this certification is Microsoft, as per Microsoft, the validity is 3 years. Okay, validity is 3 years. So if you want, I can guide you about the certification. That is not in institute or me can control. This is from Microsoft as per the process. So you can do certification, I can guide you. It will be valid up to 3 years. Means if it is a new certification is enabled, then that new certification, if it is Microsoft releases, then you need to do it certification once again. Okay, that is from Microsoft.
Got it.
Okay. Okay, 1 minute. Nikhil. Yeah, Nikhil. So if you want to speak with me one-to-one, you can ask Institute to arrange conference call, or if you know about me, you can approach. I think you are from Institute. Okay. So if you have my contacts, you can contact me after this one. Otherwise, you can discuss with Institute. Institute will give you the conference call one-to-one if you want to discuss. Nikhil.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Yes, someone else is speaking. Yes, please. Whether I have given answer to your question about certification, please.
Yes.
Okay. So Microsoft will charge you like if you are in India, it is $80 they will charge. Around this is roughly 5,600 or 5,700 roughly. This is you need to pay to the Prometric Center. So that center will be paid to the like Microsoft. This is Microsoft control. It is, there is no linkage to Institute or me in the fee or something. Because,
is it online?
Sorry?
Online test only, right?
Yeah, there are multiple options. Online test is there. You can visit the session. So I can guide you. If you once you complete your learning from me, I can guide you how to do it, to whom you need to approach, and where you need to do everything. I can approach. I can guide you on that one.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Anything else, team? Anyone? Any more questions? Any more clarifications?
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Any more, please? So if nothing, then can we wind up the session today? We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. ST.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Nikhil, you can call me.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Nikhil, if you want to speak with me, you can ask Institute. Institute will arrange you a conference call.
Okay. Should I ask Kiran? Or
Kiran Mai, yes, exactly. Kiran Mai, yes.
okay.
They will arrange a conference call so that you can discuss with me one to one.
Sure, sure.